Hi guys, welcome back for another Unraid video. Today we're going to be looking at an improved way to back up a copy of our Unraid flash drive using a custom script I wrote with the help of the Unraid forum community and the native Unraid backup script. Now I know what some of you may be thinking, hang on, doesn't the Community Applications App Data Backup plugin already do this? Well, while that plugin does make a working copy of our flash drive, this new method not only creates zipped backups ready for restore, but we can store them in date-stamped folders, on a schedule, and delete old backups at the same time. There's an old saying, necessity is the mother of invention, and I wrote this script after a bad first-hand experience of losing my flash drive. So if you haven't been saving zipped backup copies of your flash drive, then this video is for you. So stick around and let's get started. First things first, a quick disclaimer. As we dive in here, I want to emphasize the importance for you as an Unraid user to always exercise a degree of caution when deploying a new or unknown user script. While I myself, as the proprietor of this channel, certainly do my best as a weekend warrior of the Unraid community, I don't assume any liability or loss of data or other essential components. In the description below, I've included a link to my original post with the history of this script that shows the user contribution, modification, and changes, and is a great place to post questions, concerns, or issues you may have about the script. That said, I've been running this script on 3 of my Unraid servers, covering both versions 6.9.0-RC2 and 6.8.3 without any problems, and I have a pretty high degree of confidence in its functionality. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the script. The first thing you'll need, if you don't have it already, is the User Scripts plugin available in Community Applications. So let's hit the Apps tab there, do a search for User Scripts. Over here on the left hand side, you can go ahead and hit that download arrow. And once you get it, it's going to bring you up to this screen. Now also in the description below is a link to a Google Drive folder with the script for you to either download and edit with a proper text editor, something like TextMate for Mac, or even to copy, paste, and edit directly in the User Scripts plugin. In my last video, I edited the script in TextMate, so this time I'll simply be copying, pasting it into the User Scripts plugin. So let's do that now. Now when you click on the link, you're going to be greeted with this screen right here. Once this opens up, I'm just going to simply highlight it all and then copy, close the window, and paste it into a new script here. So let's click Add New Script. We can call this Flash Backup. Hit OK. And the next step is, let's go ahead and open up our shares by right-clicking and opening the link in a new tab real quick. We're going to come right back to that. Now let's edit our new Flash Backup script. We can delete the shebang line that it comes with and then paste in the script that we just copied. Now the script is broken down into sections, so we're just going to go one by one. And the first thing we need to do is look at section 1. You'll see where it says whatever folder path you want to save to. So this is going to be our destination path. So right here we need to fill this in, which is where our tab for the shares comes in handy. Let's go ahead and switch over to that, and we want to open up our backup shares. Now I've created a folder called test for the video here, but in your backup share you can have any folder you want in there that you want to use to create your flash backups for. So I'm going to go ahead and open up test. I have a folder inside called flash, and this folder path right here is what I want to use to save to. So So I'm just going to copy that, Command C on the keyboard, and then I'm going to paste that into the script right here. Now we can skip section 2 and we can skip section 3. So let's go down to section 4. And if you read the description here, it says enter the numeric value of days after M time. This is the number of days that we want to keep our backups for. So the way it's written by default is to delete backups older than 10 days. So if I wanted to only keep backups for 3 days, I would change this numeric value right here to 3. Or if I was planning to run this script weekly, I might want to change it to something more like 21 days, and that would keep 3 weeks worth. But I want to run this every day, so I'm going to change it back to the default 10-day number. Then we can go down to the bottom section right here, and if you remember from the Plex backup video, there's a GUI notification, and this GUI notification is still pretty rudimentary, but it at least lets you know that the script ran. So if we want to use that notification, then let's uncomment this line right here, backspace, and the only other thing that we need to change is right here where it says your tower name. So I'm just going to change that to little guy, because that's what this test server is. Scroll back up and make sure I've got everything there. And then we're going to hit Save Changes. And let's run a test of our new script. Okay, and it's all done. Looks like everything completed without a problem. Let's go into a Finder window real quick and just double check that the file is where we want it to be. Now here on my Finder window, I'm going to connect to my backup share. There's my test folder with the flash folder inside, and there's the backup that we just ran with our script. 255 megs. On my other server, it's about twice that size, but I've got quite a few more plugins and add-ons installed on that one. So now we've got a zipped flash backup that's ready to roll. So if we wanted to restore our flash drive, all we have to do is use the Unraid USB creator. Once we get our flash creator open, select this tab right here and go to local zip. These 3 dots will take us to the path that we want to go to. Here's my stinger. Backups, test, flash. There's the backup that I just created. You can hit open, and then we can select our USB device and go ahead and restore from a zipped backup. Now back on our Unraid screen, if you remember earlier, we took a path from our shares tab that was on our array, right here in our backups folder. Now, if you find yourself in a bind where you can't access your array because you may have erased or modified your USB flash drive in a way that you can't get your array up, then you're going to be in a bind if you can't access this backup share. So if that's the case, what I recommend is storing your zip flash drive backups in an off-server location. You can actually set up more than one instance of the flash backup script if you want to save it in more than one place. So it's helpful if you have another server or another computer or somewhere on your local network that you can store these copies of your flash drive in the event that disaster heads your way. If you remember my other video from mapping a Google Drive folder on your desktop, that's an excellent choice to save your flash drives. Just keep in mind that if you like to store a lot of these backups, it could fill up your Google Drive, but for me it's not a problem. So I'm going to go into my Google Drive share that I have mounted, and right here I have my Unraid folder. There's my little stinger folder for this guy, and here's my flash backups right here. So if I go in there, there's my path. Copy that. Then I can go back to my settings, open up my user scripts. There's my flash backup. Edit that script, and then I can paste it right here. And if I save those changes, then now I'll have regular scheduled date stamped flash backups to Google Drive, so that if something happens, I've got not only externally saved zip flash backups, but they're in the cloud. So if I get a virus or something crazy like that on my network, I'll know that these flash backups will be untouched, or if my house catches on fire, at least I'll have some flash backups of my Unraid server somewhere that are safe. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful to add a little bit of a safety net to your server. A lot of people, myself included at one point, neglect making regular backups until something happens where they find themselves needing one and don't have it. At least now you'll be ready if you get yourself in a bind. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, have a great day.